with all the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. You're watching the BooneTV Buzz, Iowa's most watched high school news show.
Thank you for joining us for this week's news show, where we will bring you all the latest in news, sports, and entertainment from this past week. Let's take a look at what has BHS buzzing. Hurricane Florence recently hit Carolinas, and BHS students are looking to raise funds to help the states and their citizens recover. BooneTV's Anna Olson has more on this RSVP fundraiser.
On Friday, September 16th, at least 5 people were killed by Hurricane Florence in North Carolina. This Category 1 hurricane has trapped, injured, and harmed many citizens. Even though the storm took place over 1,000 miles away, the effects can be felt here at home.
Miss Leisman and myself actually met in college at Elon University in North Carolina back in 2012, and we both got our bachelor's degrees from out there, and we both taught in North Carolina for about 2 years, and both of us taught at schools that were affected by this hurricane. So we have a pretty tight connection to people there and still know a lot of the kids and the teachers that were affected.
After hearing about this traumatic event and how it also impacted Boone High School faculty, RSVP, Raising Student Voice and Participation, is taking a stand by raising money for the community members.
RSVP is helping Hurricane Florence victims by donating and raising money. It's really important to us that we help other societies and communities, and we hope that it impacts other people as well.
RSVP is helping out with spreading the word for victims of Hurricane Florence. We're trying to get the word out there so businesses and other people in the community can contribute.
Students, faculty, and community members are encouraged to donate money in order to reach the goal of at least $500 for North Carolina.
Any help you can give with a fundraiser is great. You know, a lot of people don't realize just how rough they have it down there. Any money you can give is helpful. You know, they need help rebuilding their houses. They need help with food, water, clothing. So if you can find it in your heart to just help out a little bit, any little bit helps.
Money can be given to Mrs. Morley in room 2245, and checks can be made out to the Boone High School. This has been Anna Olson from BooneTV.
BHS has filled an important position this fall and is looking forward to the fresh skills this employee has to offer. BooneTV's Andrew Eli has more on the new athletic director, Mr. Collins.
During the summer of 2018, BHS welcomed Mr. Brett Collins as the new athletic director. Mr. Collins has been the athletic director of Norwalk and has several years of experience in coaching numerous sports.
I first started coaching when I was in college, coached girls softball for several years at Des Moines East, and then coached basketball, both boys and girls, about every level in Norwalk, middle school, high school girls, all the way up to assistant varsity boys.
Mr. Collins has many great ideas for the future of Boone Athletics, from introducing new changes to the middle school sports and changes to the Wall of Fame. Mr. Collins wants to modernize Boone sports.
Well, one of the new things that I'm excited about is us moving to a split season for middle school. I think it's what's best for kids, and it provides a little bit more opportunity for our boys to try out both wrestling and basketball, and shortens the season a little bit because that's a long season for kids that are already playing quite a bit outside, and then it makes it more consistent with the rest of our middle school schedules as well as aligning with our conference and what a lot of other schools do.
Mr. Collins has made quite an impression on a lot of faculty.
My first impression of Brett Collins is the fact that he's a tremendous listener. He listens, he takes in information, he doesn't get ahead of himself in making decisions. He's an extremely hard worker. I've seen it at many, many events. He comes to our professional development training to set in to find out what the teachers are learning, how he can support us in that way. But one of the great changes that he's made so far is that we're going to do a split season in middle school. We've asked for this for quite a while now, and again, as his listening skills, we asked for it, he listened, and he made it happen for us.
Mr. Collins has many great hopes and plans for Boone in the upcoming year. This has been Andrew Eli from BooneTV.
Another new addition to the staff here at BHS has joined both the social studies and athletic departments. Here's Tyson Kroll with more on Mr. McGuire.
With the departure of many teachers comes many fresh faces to the BHS staff. Mr. McGuire is entering the social studies department and is the new head football coach. Mr. McGuire has many new teaching methods to bring to the table.
I just try to keep it real in the class with my students. I try to make them understand how what they're doing in here will help them as they move forward in life. And at the end of the day, I want class to be fun and something they look forward to, and I do everything I can to make that possible.
The students have noticed these methods as well.
Well, first of all, he's made the class a lot more entertaining than I thought it would be. Originally, I thought it would be just a bunch of boring stuff about history, but it's actually kind of interesting.
I really enjoy his class. We play lots of games, and we have lots of in-class discussions, so we can talk about controversial topics.
Outside of teaching, Mr. McGuire has some new plans for the football program.
The football program will get better by just focusing on small things. I tell our players every day, little things make up the big things. So from the way we stretch, from the way we run to drills, from the way we study in the classroom, from the way we act in the hallways at Boone, they just have to do all of those things the right way, and that's something we're working on, and our players have done really well with that.
I feel Mr. McGuire has a lot to bring to the table and will be a good addition to the BHS team. This has been Tyson Kroll with BooneTV.
From her time in the choir room to her dedication on the court, Megan Osborne has had a very successful high school career. I have more on this senior feature. As the first month of school passes, students like senior Megan Osborne are looking forward to what this year holds.
I'm most looking forward to just hanging out with all my friends for the last year, I guess, and just kind of cherishing it.
Throughout high school, Megan has been involved in volleyball, basketball, tennis, FFA, National Honor Society, and swing choir. One teacher that has really impacted Megan is her choir teacher, Mrs. Earl.
Megan has always been a hard worker for me, and it has been fun to watch her develop her voice over the past 4 years. So I will definitely miss her next year. She has been a great example for the other students as far as character, so she's a great kid.
Kinsey Zinnel has been one of Megan's best friends this past year through volleyball and basketball, as well as outside of school.
I would describe Megan as hardworking, caring, kind, and very trustworthy.
After high school, Megan wants to attend Kirkwood College and transfer to Iowa State to study animal sciences. But for now, she wants to make the most of her last high school year. This has been Catherine Pollard from BooneTV. Grace Squibb is another senior who has dedicated much of her time to BHS athletics. BooneTV's Hannah Good has more on Grace and her time on the swim team.
There are so many great seniors at Boone High that are involved in so many activities. One of these activities that has several quality seniors is girls' swim team. Grace Squibb has been participating in swimming throughout her high school career and is looking forward to finishing her career strong.
I've been swimming since I was 10, and I've been in orchestra since I could, 5th grade.
Grace has made steady improvements throughout her swimming career.
She puts a lot of time into all 4 strokes, and swimming the IM helps her out a lot. And she's really developed into swimming some different events every year. This year she's kind of becoming a breaststroker, and just keeping things fresh and doing different events every year help her out.
Teammate Maddie Postmone has been on the swim team with Grace for 4 years.
It's really fun and adventurous. She's always down for adventures.
Grace is looking forward to life after high school.
I plan to go to a community college, hopefully out of state. I'm looking at Colorado.
Even though Grace's high school swimming career is coming to a close, she still has some unfinished business in the pool. This has been Hannah Good for BooneTV. This past Friday, October 5th, the football team hosted DCG, looking to earn their second district victory.
BooneTV reporter Quentin Wilson has your recap.
After losing last week's district matchup against the Carroll Tigers, Boone comes in tonight's game with a record of 3-3. Boone is facing DCG to battle for the number 4 spot in the district. Let's get to the highlights.
In the first quarter, both teams came to a halt with neither able to score. Boone fans then took time at the end of the first quarter to honor Friday's kid captain Sam Davidson by taking a video of all the people waving to send to the Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. The Toreadors started off the second quarter with a series of running plays to put them at the Mustangs' 9-yard line. Tyler Casati fakes to the left, then breaks through the line into the end zone for a gain of 6 points. John Rudstead then kicked the PAT, adding another point to Boone's score. But the Mustangs waste no time as Ty Walker found Isaac Boley open deep downfield for a 35-yard pass. DCG slowly made their way from Boone's 45-yard line to within 5 yards of the end zone. Walker then handed off the ball to Zach Brand and dove into the end zone, tying the score up 7-7 to close out the first half. The Mustangs started out the second half with Walker finding Boley open for a pass downfield. But before he could get the touchdown, Boley tripped, putting the Mustangs at Boone's 4-yard line. The Toreador defense restrained the Mustangs' offense, only allowing them to kick a field goal, taking the lead 10-7. On Boone's next possession, Norbert Riazamana bored his way through the line, achieving a first down for Boone. Casati then found Alex Sturtz open for a 30-yard reception. With 5 yards to go, Gage Moraine dodged several defenders before being tackled in the end zone for a Toreador touchdown, taking back the lead from the Mustangs. For the rest of the third quarter and beginning of the fourth, neither team could put up any points on the board. But near the end of the fourth, Riazamana and Moraine carried the ball over a series of plays, totaling in a 40-yard gain for the Toreadors, putting them at DCG's 10-yard line. Casati then rushed to the left into the end zone for another 6 points. On DCG's next possession, Bryce Jeremiah ran the ball for a 20-yard march for the Mustangs. Walker then tried another pass intended for Boley, but was intercepted by Quali Spora. The Toreador offense tried to get things rolling, but the Mustang defense kept up the intensity, allowing them to take over on downs on the 35-yard line. But the Toreador defense didn't let up as Tegan Bach intercepted another pass, allowing the Toreadors to run down the clock, clutching the win 19-10. You can catch the Toreadors' next game at 7:30 this Friday at Perry. This has been Quentin Wilson from BooneTV Sports.
Thank you for joining us for this week's news show. We will be back next week with all the latest buzz at BHS. In the meantime, please head over to BooneTV.com to check out all of our latest videos and written stories. While there, don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And now, from all of us at BooneTV, make sure that you stay safe, stay cool, and have a wonderful week, Boone High.